Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Youssef, your average One Piece enjoyer. Have you ever asked yourself, what are my top 5 arcs in One Piece? Because I always had that question in the back of my mind, and I really never had a fair answer to it because all of them are insanely good, or at least most of them. And to pick 5 out of currently 31 arcs, without being biased to be your favorite, is really hard. I did some intensive research on what goes into making a good story or a good story arc. Of course, I found tons of information on the internet, but I will try to simplify that to 5 main elements. These 5 elements are settings, which is where and when, characters, plot progression, conflict, and the overall theme of the arc, which is something that Oda is a master in. Assigning 10 marks for each gets us 50 marks total, and using the power of math, we can squash that to a 10 out of 10 rating. With that out of the way, I took volume 1 of One Piece and got overwhelmed with nostalgia about the first arc, Romance Dawn. Oh, that was a great reread. I sat there for a second, got rid of my emotions, and started ranking. Starting off by settings. One Piece as a whole is believed to be based in the 1500s, and that is when notorious pirates roamed the seas in real life. And Romance Dawn is no difference. It's also on the 1500s right there. We visited a lot of locations: Lockdown, Fuja Village, the Navy Island, Alvida's operational base, and they all felt similar in regards to townspeople, the weather, and the overall environment. There was nothing especially interesting about any of the locations, with the exception of maybe the execution platform on Lockdown. So, for the settings, I would rate it 6 out of 10 because there was no intrigue to know more about the places that we have visited. Now, characters is a different story because Romance Dawn had a bunch of fantastic characters, starting off, of course, by the main character Luffy and how reckless he is, his role model Shanks, and the red hair pirates actually were just a lovely bunch here. We also have Koby, Luffy's marine counterpart, basically, and his first mate, the demonic beast, Zoro, who turns out to be a really kind person. But most importantly, we got Gold Roger, the man who is responsible for this great pirate era. And let me tell you, this guy hooked me up to the series. Without that guy in the introduction, I would probably not continue watching One Piece in the first place. So that was really good, and the characters in that first arc was really nice, with the exceptions of the likes of Alvida, Axe Morgan, who are a bit annoying right there, but that's the purpose of their character, is to be annoying. So overall, the characters in this arc was just fantastic, and I'll give it a rating of 9 out of 10 actually, because it was really good. For the plot of this arc, it was fairly simple, giving us a quick introduction to the Pirates era, Luffy as a kid, his goals to be the Pirate King, his role model Shanks, and yeah, that is the start of his journey to become one of the greatest pirates. And to be able to do that, he had to recruit crew members, which he successfully does by having his first mate, Zoro. And that's a big step in the story because right now he has someone who's ambitious, who has kingly ambitious, as depicted in the manga, of becoming the greatest swordsman. He's a good friend, he's a loyal friend, and yeah, they start conquering the seas already in that arc, finding other crew members who will be able to assist them with their journey in the Grand Line. And yeah, I think it really progressed the story so much for an introductory arc to give us that much information about what's going on in the world and what Luffy did so far and what he's going to do. Just in a mere 8 chapters, that was really good. It was a fantastic introduction arc. So for that one, I'll give it 9 out of 10. It was really nice and it was really good. I also really liked the conflict in this arc. And I'm not just talking about fist fighting conflict, that is just part of it. What I'm talking about is the ideals conflict, which escalates to a fight. For example, in this arc we got 3 fights. Shanks versus the bandits, Luffy versus Alvida and Luffy versus Axe Morgan. Totally three different characters. One is a bandit, one is a pirate, and one is a marine. However, they all had conflicts in their ideals against our main characters. The bandit actually attacked Shanks before and he just shrugged off. But when he crossed the line and attacked his friend, that is something that Shanks put as a priority. So no matter what happens, I'll not let someone attack my friends or hurt my friends. Luffy, when he fought with Axe Morgan and Alvida, the reason was not because they're Marines or because she's a bad pirate. No, the reason was because Alvida was oppressing Koby and the other crew members, and Axe Morgan was exactly the same, going as far as ordering his soldiers to actually suicide since they did not follow his order. And Luffy had to smack both of them because of these reasons. Because Luffy believes in free will. No one should be oppressed. Everyone should be chasing their dreams. So yeah, for the conflict it was really nice, and the execution was not the perfect execution. To be honest, with Alvida and Axe Morgan representing the evil, it was not really good. But overall it was really nice. The idea behind the conflict was really nice. So I'll give that a 9.5 actually, because it was really fantastic. It just lacked a little bit of execution in the action. Finally, we have themes, something that Romance Dawn excelled on. And the theme of this arc was dreams and chasing your dreams, basically. The conversation that Luffy had with Koby is a fantastic depiction of that. Luffy does not mind dying for his dream as long as he dies trying. And this conversation actually I listen to a lot myself when I'm feeling down. It's really fantastic. It really gives you like that extra motivation to go more and to go forward. Even Koby, once he heard that from Luffy, he decided, I'm going to enroll in the Marines, I'm going to stand against Alvida. He even went so far to call her an old hag, which was fantastic. Zoro being afraid of death because he has not taken any kind of steps towards his dream of becoming the greatest swordsman. And in the face of death, he was really afraid because he had a promise to Quina. He had a dream to achieve, and he cannot accept dying now without taking any kind of action or steps towards his dream. So yeah, it was a really nice theme here, and it was executed perfectly. And yeah, I mean, dreams up until now is an ongoing theme in One Piece. Luffy, the Straw Hats, even us are watching One Piece right now. We're watching Luffy fighting two of the Yonkos because he has a dream to achieve. He wants to be the Pirate King. And this will be a step for his secret dream. So yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. As I said, Oda is a genius when it comes to themes. So yeah, this one I'll give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Alright, let me check here. What are the scores so far? So for the settings, I got that 6 out of 10. Characters, 9 out of 10. Plot, also a 9 out of 10. Conflict was 9.5. And the themes was 10. Well, I guess I was not too objective after all. I was still a bit biased. But yeah, the main detriment of this arc was the settings. Yeah, it was really boring for my taste. I mean, I want Whole Cake Island level, Sky BL level, Enies Lobby level kind of settings. Not just an island with regular people, you know? Alabasta. You know, I want something that is interesting, that I need to have like an anticipation, or like, what is that island? I want to know more about it, you know? None of the islands stood out actually for me at all in this arc. I think that's the main detriment of the Romance Dawn. But Romance Dawn for me, it's a perfect arc. It was my hookup to the series, and I love it so much. So that's why I'm I'm really biased towards it.